Welcome back. My name is Patricia Regier. I am thrilled to share this third video in a series about iSpring. It's a great platform to create your asynchronous or self-directed learning courses, which could work really well also if you have a blended program where sometimes you're in person and sometimes maybe it's your employees, your team, you're onboarding them through a self-directed learning opportunity course. What I like about iSpring is that it's easy to use. It's PowerPoint based and it has all of these great interactive options right then and there. So you can build the course and then upload it into either their learning management system, or if you have a platform that you're already using, you can even upload it into YouTube or your own server situation. So I really like that it's easy to use. Now, the first two videos, I give a great overview of all the different options. And then with the last video, I get more in depth into some specifics. So with the first course, I went through all these different options and features and gave you a great overview and tour, first looks at the opportunity. With the second video, I went into more in depth. And so you can watch the video, listen to the podcast for any of the options. With the blogs, I also add some great screenshots, some a little bit more in depth. And also you get the hot bonus tips too, for things to consider, whether it's through the blogs or through the videos as well. I give you tips along the way. So the first two videos are pretty fantastic. And I'm excited to create this final video in the series. I want to thank iSpring for sponsoring these three videos and for giving me the opportunity to share with all of you and explore this platform. All the opinions are my own, and iSpring has a lot of additional resources as well. So I'll be linking below the other videos, the resources, the affiliate link if you want to try it out for yourself for 2 weeks, a great trial. So let's dive into all of the great information that I haven't covered yet and explore a little bit more, also answering some of your questions. The area I have not explored yet is role play. So I'm here in the iSpring Suite 11, but I am going to, before I dive in, click Updates, because that is always a good thing to do. So it's already up to date. That's great. So we're version 11, and I'm going to click role play. And what has popped, and what I did first is make a new space here, just so that I didn't accidentally go over top of something else. When I clicked role play, what opened up was this. So I shared in my last video how to ask a question to iSpring as well. And the iSpring Talkmaster is what opened up. Let's click a new role play. And what I think it's giving you the opportunity is to create a scene. You can add character speech, images, properties. You can have a background. Let's take a look here. So you're going to be giving a demonstration of a role play, sort of a demo. You're giving an example of, for example, it might be with customer service. Let's just pick that option here. And then characters. You can pick your characters right here as well. So, okay, and then you can pick the emotion too. In my last video, I mentioned here too that when there is this, it won't fill up the whole slide deck, and you can adjust that yourself. So it's giving in the background role play, click role play to edit this object. I am going to go over top of that so that when we do a preview, it's a little bit bigger. And so let's try this out. And add reply. Let's see here with images. I'm going to pick one and just save and return. Always save. So we're going to take a look what that looks like. And then we'll take a look as to what that looks like. What I'm going to do is preview from this slide, and let's take a look and see what that looks like. I click continue. So I can give a couple options, which is really great for the role play. iSpring space, iSpring learn. Look at the published course. There's definitely something on my computer itself, but it opens up in your browser another published option here. So I'm going to also save that on my favorites. I'm going to click play, and let's just take a look. Okay, so drawing I could do, continue, and then this is where then I would have more about this role play. It's giving different choices. I can continue. Now I can click. This is one of those interactive options. I can have more information. I would be listening to the audio through this when I click the recording, and I'll link my other videos so you can see how to do all of that. And it's still, you know, any videos I've embedded, it all works. And then I can click to the end. Okay, let's take a quick look here at iSpring Space. It is a place, sort of the cloud for iSpring, where you can upload and host. This is a good idea when you're working with your team so that others have access to it. So iSpring, so I'm uploading what I just demonstrated to you that I worked on. I can create right here as well a quiz or a page. Let's just take a look. New page. So this is great to add cover photo, your instructions, your introduction. And you can add another chapter. It's good to have how to learn so that you can talk about expectations. Share, let's click that, and I can make it public. So this is great that you can create this and use this as your platform to share a course. Its content is not publicly accessible right now. This is where you would add cover page and all of that. You can create also a quiz right here too, and there's collaboration on quizzes here, which is fantastic. And then let's just click here. So this is where you can be sharing the link and the course instead of it being on your desktop that you have gone through the course here on the iSpring Space. Now, in my last video, share how you can set it up so that your participants can't skip ahead, that they have to go through everything. But iSpring Space is a great place, and you have a certain amount of storage. You can upload what you created first on your desktop, and then your team can work on it or access this as well. Thanks again for checking this out, whether you are listening on a podcast, watching the video, and check out the links to the additional resources, blogs, hot tips, and check out iSpring for yourself. You will not be sorry to check this out, where it is a self-directed learning platform opportunity that you can create in PowerPoint. So if you already know that tool, you are leaps and bounds ahead of a lot of platforms because it is so easy to use and create a course as quickly as you need to make it so that your team can access the information. Thank you again to iSpring for sponsoring this video series. I've really enjoyed looking into this program, this tool, and I'm definitely going to be continuing to use this tool when I'm creating online courses in the future as well. Thanks for checking out all of these resources. Don't forget the links below, and test out what is possible with iSpring. Thanks again. My name is Patricia Regier.